Optimizing career selection. My name is Siddharth Varanasi.
I'm Zach Meter.
And my name is Matt Green.
So, the motivation for our problem of optimizing career selection comes from the fact that the data science field is rapidly expanding, and individuals coming out of college will be presented with multiple job opportunities. In each of our personal experiences, we were presented with multiple job offers, and it was pretty difficult in terms of choosing which job was the right one for our career going forward. So the goal of this project is to maximize the compatibility between the students and Fortune 50 companies that we're looking at based on Glassdoor ratings, such that each student receives a full-time role. And this is the classic matching slash assignment problem, and I've listed the base formulation below.
In this problem, we assume that each student wants to work for a Fortune 50 company and that the student has received offers from each of the Fortune 50 companies. We also include a location score, which is based off proximity to Ohio State on a 1 to 5 scale, and also Glassdoor company ratings apply only to data analysts. Now for the formulation of our problem, our objective function is trying to maximize a compatibility score, which we've created by multiplying 50 students and 50 companies data together. For our decision variables, we have a matrix of ones and zeros, where 1 signifies if a student is hired by a company and 0 otherwise. For our constraints, we have each company hiring a maximum of 3 people. We also require each company to have ratings in each category: culture and values, work-life balance, senior management, compensation and benefits, career opportunities, and location, which are scored between 1 and a 5. We also require each student has to be hired by one company. And also, the weights of the preferences each student chooses must be between 0 and 1 and add up to 1.
So here's a snapshot of some of the data that we included. In the top, you can see the company ratings for 9 companies that include the 5 variables from the Glassdoor website, along with the location variable that we calculated based on the company's headquarters proximity to Ohio State. On the bottom, you can see 3 examples of individuals' preferences on which of those variables are most important to them. The 3 of us actually did this as part of the data set, and those are our preferences below. The results. So of the 50 individuals, only 20 companies ended up hiring students. Those are shown at the right. The other 30 companies did not hire any students. This kind of shows that the 20 companies who hired students had a better combination of ratings on Glassdoor, as well as having ratings that aligned with students' preferences in those certain areas. The 3 of us from our individual preferences shown earlier were assigned to certain companies. Sid ended up with a job at Intel, Matt picked Chevron, and I picked Costco.
Going forward, there are certain things we can do to further our analysis, and one main thing is adding additional constraints, such as the fact that a company must hire an individual, so there will be both a lower and upper bound. In addition, we can analyze ratings for different roles, so not specific to the data analyst. And we can also expand the list of companies to include more companies, or we can even customize the companies that we're looking at so that each person gets a personalized taste.